Everybody, thanks for joining me. Yesterday I made a post about doing some free Facebook ads marketing, rather some free Facebook real estate ad analysis. So, Aaron here won by default because nobody else posted. Not sure why nobody else would want to know how to advertise their property on Facebook, but hey, I'm not the realtor here. I just do the ads. So, let's dive right in. But yeah, my name's Eric. I happen to work at a certain local MLS that all of you are probably a part of. But you're probably wondering, Eric, why are we talking about Facebook ads then if you're from the MLS? Well, I'm not here about the MLS. I'm here just about Facebook ads. I just happened to notice while working there how little realtors are utilizing Facebook as an ads platform in the Twin Cities area. So, since before I worked at the MLS, I've been running an e-commerce and lead generation business for nearly 3 years now. So I thought I'd hop in a group and do a short, quick video on to help you guys out and help you sell some real estate a little bit better. Facebook by far is the best advertising platform out there. Yes, tried and true ways of billboards, flyers, etc. great, but Facebook really generates leads like none other at just great prices. It's been my favorite platform to do advertising on in general as just an online business person. So I'm glad you're watching and hope you enjoy going over this quick little tutorial on how to target real estate ads. Hope it helps you sell your properties a little faster, maybe get a few more leads. We're not really going to go into the lead generation aspect here. What we're going to do here is talk about boosting a post, which isn't the best for generating leads. It's great for awareness. It's great for maybe open houses. But generating like buyer and seller leads, it can do that. It just doesn't. It's not the most effective way by far. And to do what I'm talking about, lead generation, requires a lot more about Facebook than a lot more under the hood in Facebook than just boosting a post. So let's get right into it. I've been sitting here ranting with a screen going nowhere for a while. So let's go right to Aaron's listing here. 1605 Oregon Avenue South. At the very least, Aaron gets a few more eyes on his property, which is great. This property, I'm glad Aaron posted this one because this is a great property example for Facebook, the perfect starter home, just in that first-time home buyer range. Facebook has some awesome targeting capabilities for that. So let's go over to my mock real estate page that I made. Eric's Mock Real Estate Agency. I didn't want anybody to get the impression that I am actually a real estate agent. No, I am an IT person. I am an advertising person. I know about real estate from my experience at the MLS, but licensed agent, I am not. So this is probably what a lot of you see on your business page when you make a post about your property. This is just an example. This isn't by any means something I would necessarily run. It's not a terrible post or ad. I'll get into what would be better to do here, what I would do in a bit. But let's get into the targeting. So most of you will see, have this, and you'll hit boost post, right? Well, so boosting a post, really all that's doing is sending it out to a targeted audience where they can interact with your post. It's called a page post engagement. So people in your target audience that see your post can like, comment, and share, which is great, again, like I said, for awareness. Unfortunately, there's really nowhere for them to go beyond that. Possibly to, I mean, yeah, they could go to Aaron's page here, and they can look at the property in more detail, which is fine. It's not the way I would necessarily do it, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But let's first hop back to the targeting. So let's go over, I have my first time buyers demographic or my audience here, but I'll go over how to create that. So we hit create new audience and we give it a name, first time buyers 2, because I already have that other audience. And what we want here is there's a few, we want to keep going down. Keep men and women, of course, but for a house like this, that was almost 250,000. Obviously, 18-year-olds aren't going to be that interested. It's pretty intuitive. I mean, you can go with your gut in a lot of ways on Facebook. So let's start at 30. Somebody's going to need to be making nearly 100,000 to feasibly purchase a home like this. I mean, they can make less, but first-time home buyer is not going to be 65. So let's take that down. Let's bump that down. 30. We could go to 40 to 45 or so for a first-time home buyer. Let's go to 40. And in Minnesota, location. We could advertise in all of Minnesota, but rather let's just go to the Twin Cities. So we can get rid of that, zoom in on the Twin Cities here. And what I would do is just take a pin, plop it right there in the middle, and it's still a little small. I would just take it out, probably even beyond the borders, because first-time home buyers could be somebody who is moving into the cities from outside the cities. Let's double check where this was. Okay. So St. Louis Park area, perfect for a young professional either moving from one part of the cities to the next for a job or to purchase their first home, or moving from outside of the cities in. So let's just take this and let's do 40 miles and see what that looks like. That's a little much. Of course, you can play with this. Let's go with 30. Oh, even that's still a little much. Let's go with 20. That looks pretty good. It encompasses the whole Twin Cities. It's reaching the outskirts a little bit. We'll leave it at that for now. So if we scroll down a little bit, here's really where the magic happens with targeting. We'll want to, Facebook has a lot of different options for targeting. The first one I want to point out to you is, it's really cool. They can tell who is likely to move, and that is actually behavior, which is important beyond maybe being a demographic. A behavior is something that someone is likely to do that Facebook can tell is likely to do. So we want to definitely use that one as a targeting option. So I'm going to go through now and add a bunch more targeting options. You don't have to use them all. When I add each one of these, what that's going to do is it's going to include the people who match at least one of the following that I will be adding. So let's add a financial demographic. So let's do income. You can target people according to income. So for this one, we'll do 75 to 100,000. We'll start with there. And here's a really cool one for first-time home buyers. We can target renters as a demographic. So people who are renting now, who may also make between 75 and 100,000 and have the behavior of likely to move. Now we can narrow this further, but for now we're going to include people who match at least one of these. So it has to match at least one of these three. Let's add a few more just for fun to show you guys what cool options are there for targeting an audience and a demographic for first-time home buyers. Here's one that I like to use that I think is pretty cool. Let's try new parents. Now, other advertisers might try to use this targeting option to, heck, I don't know, sell diapers or something. But for real estate, it really hones in on people that are having major life changes, positive life changes, that maybe want to move out of a less stable situation like renting to likely to move into a new home, but also have the income to afford that. So we'll add that to our detailed targeting. And there's a couple others we can do here, even new parents, like you could do parents of maybe young children. So you could do 6 to 8 year olds, but we'll just stick with new parents for now, or 0 to 5 year olds, or sorry, 3 to 5 year olds. So just some options there, but for now we'll just, as an example, stick with new parents. We might also try, there's another targeting option, first time home buyer. Another cool, I believe this is an interest, first time home buyer demographic, okay. And you can see where these this data is coming from. First time home buyer, if I look at, this is a total, this isn't the Twin Cities, this 28.8 million, that's not just the Twin Cities. We'll get down to what, here down below you can see of all of these demographics that it has a potential reach of the Twin Cities, because I marked that that radius still 220,000 people. But okay, again, this, back to this, the demographic, it comes from, oh, just scroll down, source. So it comes from outside sources. Facebook gathers a lot of data from outside sources to make their targeting so awesome. So that would be another one that you could use, but also Trulia and Zillow as an interest, because a lot of these young people are looking on Trulia and Zillow for homes. But if you plop this home right in front of their eyes, they might be interested in learning more about it. And that, how you grab their attention is much more about the ad itself rather than the targeting. The targeting just finds the people. The ad is really what grabs their attention and will get them to contact you, to call you, if they're in this demographic and they're interested in buying their first home. So yeah, these are just a few of the examples I wanted to go over for targeting for first-time home buyers that you can do straight from boosting a post. There's a lot more under the hood that can happen with Facebook advertising. That's all done in what's called the Facebook Business Manager, which you all can have access to. You just have to set one up. That's really like taking your Ferrari and being able to drive on the Autobahn. Boosting a post, it works. It works great. It's just not the full range of options that you have. There's so many more options that you have with Facebook, and it's that go far beyond just showing an ad, an image like this for people to engage with Facebook. What I would do if I were to advertise this home, I don't really have time nor the resources to kind of dive in and show exactly. I'd take a lot more time to set up an entire ad and sales funnel for this. But what I would basically do for a property like this that is for new home buyers, that's pretty nice, is I would go And let's see, what would I do here? I would do a slideshow of photos. I have one photo here, but within Facebook Business Manager, you can create a slideshow. I won't leave here. I was going to show you inside my Business Manager, but it'd get more too complicated. So you can do a slideshow, and why I only have here 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2-car garage, is and not the entire description, is with an ad, what I want to do is catch the attention and entice a potential home buyer. I don't want to lay all my cards on the table, because that gives a potential lead the opportunity to say, meh, or, oh, that looks nice, but keep scrolling and see their sister's cat video that is more enticing at the moment because it's funny, and they already saw everything about this house, and there's nothing more mysterious or enticing to get them to contact you. So what I would do is actually only show maybe the exterior of the house, whether in a slideshow or in a video, if Aaron was cool with getting on camera and doing some nice sales pitching, walking around the house, and have another video of the inside of the house, but that'll be shown later. And in the ad itself, it would just be just the skinny on the house. 3 beds, 2 baths, 2-car garage, great location. If you want to see more, click below, which takes them to a page that says, if you'd like to see the rest of the house, I'll email you the video, or I'll email you the rest of the photos. Just put in your name, phone number, and email below. So when they do that, then you send them a video, or you email them the video or the slideshow of the rest of the home, and that gives you their contact. So that's a potential client right there. That's a lead. So that's kind of how I do lead generation, or how I would do a lead generation for a property like this. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else I'd go over with this? Yeah, I just wanted to stress how important Facebook advertising can be for real estate agents. Boosting a post is great. What I do goes far beyond that as an advertiser on Facebook. If anybody has any questions about advertising on Facebook, you can send me a message. My company is twincityleads.com. Again, twincityleads.com. If you go there, you can. It's just basically a scheduling page, so you can schedule a time with me. So it puts it on my Google Calendar that we can sit down and have a chat about my services of Facebook advertising for real estate. But yeah, if anybody has any other questions about advertising real estate on Facebook, comment below, send me a message, schedule a time to chat. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Bye.